You! You! What's up, fam? Part 3 of the B17 Teardown. Today, we're working on the disassembly of the head. We gotta get the head fully disassembled to be sent off to the machine shop so they can hot tank it, get it all nice and fresh, ready for brand new valves, valve springs, and valve stem seals. When we're done, this head will be ready for 9K and boost. So now that we have the head up on the head stands, we can start the disassembly by taking off these two sensors we have over here. Came off relatively easy. $12 mil. Grab my handy dandy ratchet. Take that off real easy like. Then you're good. Now some people choose to leave this on. I am going to choose to leave that on. Maybe get some of this yanky shit off there, but we'll see. With the sensors off, we can finally go for the Allen plugs. Now this is where it gets difficult. These are hardly ever removed, so chances that they come off easy are very small. Well, shit. Yo, Papa, when in doubt, torque it out, okay? Oh, this is gonna hurt if I punch myself in the face. Well, shit, that didn't go as planned. I think it's loose, though. Facts. Facto, cuz. There is a washer that goes with it. Make sure you keep that. Now to the other side. Let's hope that this is a little bit easier than the last one. Like I said, they're not that tight. It's just they haven't been taken off in so long. All the heating and cooling causes like almost like a kind of like an interference fit. So you just gotta add a little more torque. Something these Hondas don't make. So don't get walked by 1.6 liter. This one, the washer got left behind. Always remember to grab that. This one came with it. So now that those are out, we can work on pushing. Well, first before that, there are two dowels in the head, and they are right here and right here. They're right next to each other on the cylinder one, well, number one main caps where the cam gears are. These have to come out for these shafts to even slide. There's a hole that goes down through each of the shafts, and this dowel holds it in place. So these have to come out for the shaft to even move at all. You can use, I'm going to use a pair of needle nose pliers. Just grab it, pull it up out. Sometimes they'll be stuck. They'll need more force. They are threaded. You can use, I don't know the pattern, but the thread pitch. But you can put a bolt in it and just pull the bolt up Either way works, as long as you get it out. Make sure the O-ring's not cut. You can replace it if it looks damaged. This still looks like it has some squish left, so these, I'm gonna clean them up and it should be good there. Same with this one. Just clean them up, should be good to go. So some of y'all may not agree on what I'm about to do, but I'm being resourceful because my actual tools are at work. So this 3/8 extension, the diameter of this is the exact diameter of the Vtec pressure port. Through this port, just tap it on with a hammer, should start to push the rocker shaft through and out. And once you get it to about a quarter of the way out, you should be able to grab it with your hands, twist it, and pull out. And then make sure, if you do drop any, these pins that slide inside the rockers, grab those, keep those all together. Let's see if we can get this going. Oh, so easy. Just like that, pull. These rocker arms are then loose. Pull them up. Keep them all together. I have to make some room here, but with all the rockers and the shaft out, you can now see the LMAs. LMA stands for Lost Motion Assembly. These are the valves that the Vtec lobe rides on when it's not activated, basically. It keeps the valve a little bit quiet so it doesn't slap the camshaft. And these are hydraulic. They have a spring, but they are hydraulic, filled with oil. Usually whenever you find that you have an intermittent clacking at idle, going up through the RPMs, you could have a failing LMA, and that will cause a noticeable clack noise, and it just sounds gross, sounds painful. Grab a set of pliers, grab onto the assembly, pull it right up, and just like that, you can see the oil just drain out of it. There's still some oil in the head, obviously, but exhaust. Always keep all the exhaust with the exhaust stuff. Keep it out nice and neat. That sound it makes when it doesn't have oil in it. And that'll cause a clack noise. If you find that these, you squeeze it, fail. You squeeze it, and it tends to not want to come back, or it'll stick. That's when you know that they're going bad. I don't think this head is going to have any abnormal wear, or abnormal noise, because all these exhaust LMAs feel fine. That feels fantastic. A little bit sticky. Now with that side out, we can move on to the intake side. Same thing as the exhaust side. Right in here. Give it some taps. thaw those out, we can see that OEM dual valve spring goodness right there. OEM paint on the spring still. Everything about this engine is just so factory. It's a sight to see when you see an unmolested engine like this. Now this step is the hardest step of the head disassembly, but this is where this tool comes in. This is a valve spring compression tool. Basically, how this is going to work, you're going to find the diameter of your valve spring. That may be it. Yeah, I think this is going to work. Put this on there. Start from exhaust cylinder 1. This piece is going to sit right on top of the retainer. This will find the center of the valve underneath as tight as you can get it before starting to spin this, so you have enough room to compress. You're not fully extended. Now we're tight. Get yourself your magnet. This rod slides in here. Start spinning. As you turn down on the spring, you're holding the valve steel. That should slowly compress the valve spring so you can get the keepers loose. You get the keepers loose, slide down with a magnet. There's one. Try to get the other. Boom. Both keepers out. You slowly decompress. This is one of the better tools I've ever used to do a valve job, or even just take valves out. This is from eBay. Just saying. This is from eBay. One of the better buys of eBay. Cylinder 1 exhaust been removed. Exhaust springs were singles. Interesting. But the duals are on the intake. Now I won't use these anymore. I will use the retainers, so the springs I'm just gonna set aside. They don't really matter. Pull the valves out. Exhaust valve. Looks like crap. It's not burnt. It's a good sign. Good indication. Not gonna need the valves either, so those are trash. And basically same thing all the way down the exhaust, flip the head, same thing on the intake. I'm not gonna bore you with that, but that's basically it for those. And then the final two pieces to remove from each valve is the valve stem seal, which they do make a tool for. I'm gonna use the needle nose pliers, and the bottom retainer, which I'm going to retain. But valve stem seal comes out, lower retainer comes out, and this cylinder is completely finished on the exhaust side. Basically, get these valve stem seals off, grab a pair of pliers, grab onto the valve stem seal, squeeze but not too tight as to squish it. You just want to grab it enough that you can pull it off, wiggle back and forth. Wiggle back. Oh, jeez. Well, jeeps. A little more stubborn than I anticipated. It's almost coming off. It's gonna be a pain in my ass. So I just did this off camera, but I had to basically cut this valve stem seal because it was just so stuck on. Hopefully I don't have to do this for all of them, but if so, so be it. But one is off, now to get the rest. There's the second one, busted, had to cut it out. Pain in the ass, but it's whatever. So this is pretty sketch, but basically I'm having to hammer and cut and chisel these off because I don't have the tool for it, and the way that I normally do it with a pair of pliers is not working. So looks like this is the method, this is the move. Just got to be very, very, very careful I don't damage the cotton. That's difficult. Not cutting into anything, so that's good. I just gotta be extra careful. So I'm gonna knock these out and then we'll pick up when I'm finished. So the head is finished. The only thing I need to do now is remove the valve stem seals from the intake side and the lower valve spring seat from these 8 valves, and then what else you want to do is there's an O-ring here and a dowel. You want to make sure you take those two out and replace the O-ring if it needs replaced. If you don't have this O-ring here, or if it's not sealing properly, you won't have proper oil distribution. You can have Vtec problems or oil starvation problems. So you definitely want to make sure that that O-ring is good and there. And then, yeah, basically other than that, this head's ready for the machine shop to get cleaned up, hot tanked, and back ready for the finish of the rebuild. So stay tuned and we'll see where this goes. If you enjoyed the clips, go ahead, give it a like, comment in the comment section, share to everyone you know. I'm stoked for what's in store. This engine is going to be a lot of fun. I can feel it. Deuces.